Hello everyone and welcome. I have a bit of a different video for you today. I'm going to answer a few questions which players have asked me over and over again. I'm going to take a few minutes to unpack these questions and answer them in the appropriate level of detail. In the background here I have some footage of me soloing on my cleric, just knocking out some quests in the crypts. This is more of a discussion video, so put this on your second monitor or leave it in the background as you do some chores. As usual, I'll pause the discussion when a fight breaks out to cover the action and resume it again when the fighting is over. The first question I get all the time is from the free-to-play crowd, and they ask, should I upgrade to the paid version of Dark and Darker? This is a really easy question to answer. If you are having fun with the free-to-play version, you should absolutely upgrade to the legendary version. You will easily get more than $30 worth of entertainment from this game, and it's a great way to thank the developers, Iron Mace Games, for making something we love. I'm going to pause the conversation right here because there's a fight that's about to break out. So when I walked by the Wraith spawn, I saw that he wasn't there. I didn't like that. Alright, so I know I'm getting pushed. I hear a barb pop a potion. I open with Judgment. Now, he's using this axe, and he really needs to land headshots to win. I'm going to step to the side while hitting him several times in the head. Now, listen guys, if you're going to play a barbarian and WQ with the axe, the felling axe, the battle axe, or whatever, you need to be at full health when you initiate fights, and you need to land your headshots. The felling axe in particular, like you need to land headshots or use a different weapon. And he lost this because I limited his mobility, and then I didn't allow him to hit me in the head. So let's pour one out for the dead homie. Going back to our conversation about free-to-play. But let's be very clear about what you're getting for that money. Firstly, some of the features you unlock with the legendary version are really fantastic. 9 character slots will allow you to explore every class the game has to offer. The shared stash is the best quality of life improvement you can ask for from a questing perspective, as it allows you to pass a quest item from one character to another without invalidating it for turn-in. Also, you gain a full page of additional storage between all your characters. Lastly, you open up the additional functionality of the marketplace. You'll finally be able to make money off some of the gear you're bringing out of the dungeon, the ability to sell. You also unlock the ability to play high roller game mode. So let's talk about high roller games. I feel like a lot of new players have a complete misunderstanding about the high roller game mode. They view it as the quote end game, end quote, for Dark and Darker. They are viewing it as something to aspire to in terms of personal skill and game knowledge, and it's really none of these things. You'll be forgiven for believing this because, frankly, Iron Mace doesn't really know what they want to do with High Roller either. They struggle to get people to value it, and they fundamentally fail at making a convincing case about why you should be playing it, at least as your primary game mode. Koopa, you say? All the big personalities and content creators on YouTube and Twitch, they're playing High Roller. It must be the best. So across the way and behind me, I'm starting to hear what sounds like a warlock coming closer to me by the second. I'm going to go ahead and top off my health and then maybe grab this power shrine. It's kind of weird. Like, at the start of this push, I was really friendly to all new players, and I really tried to go out of my way to help a lot of new players, but I've been betrayed so many times at this point that I just don't trust crouchies, particularly not from rogues and warlocks. So this guy wants to try some. And he quickly realizes that this is not going to work, and he takes off. What ensues is a crazy little romp across the map. The fun thing about warlocks is you have to basically kill them twice. You got to get them low enough to pressure out their Phantomize, and then once Phantomize is out, you've got to essentially kill them again. But don't worry. I think this guy was new. I feel a little bad about killing him. Probably should have helped him instead. But, you know, like I said, it's a very unfriendly place to be a solo cleric right now. So, yeah, no dice. My advice if you're struggling with warlocks is, understand you're going to have to kill them twice. You have to pressure out the Phantomize, and then you get to kill them for real. Also, like if you have a shield, it is not a valid area to receive a curse on, so just try to block the curses with your shield. Every spell they cast is a hit point that you're losing. Again, nice fight, dude. Pouring one out for you. But let's return to our discussion. We were saying that High Roller is the game mode of choice for streamers and YouTube personalities. Well, that is true. They do almost play it exclusively. And if we were to take a survey of the top Twitch streamers, they'll likely be playing High Roller. They also spam your feeds daily with, wow, this build, this class, this weapon is OP. It's clickbait. You see it every day. But we're smart enough to know that it's not the build or the weapon or the class that's really OP, it's the player. Their superior map knowledge, their mechanics. Now, High Roller is fun to watch because the loot is better, and that secondhand dopamine hit, it just comes more regularly. Here's the truth. The loot quality is better in High Roller, but the majority of players who are queuing up for High Roller games are going in to farm it out and rat out some of that wealth, just to turn around and put that wealth back into normal games. Like, why is this? Well, there's lots of reasons for it. A big part of it is the PvE. See, monsters serve an important PvP function in Dark and Darker. They slow the game down. They make it harder to rush through the dungeons while hunting for other players. In normal lobbies, if you have a set of well-appointed white gear, you'll quickly and easily be able to dispatch most monsters in PvE and move at a fast clip while you look for other players to fight. In High Roller lobbies, the bar is set much higher. You'll need a set of well-appointed blue and purple gear to be able to clear and move at a similar relative pace. The monsters are simply more dangerous and have significantly more HP. Lastly, they have reintroduced an entrance fee for the High Roller lobbies. Iron Mace seems to have forgotten a basic tenet of their Intro to Economics courses they took freshman year. The more you tax a thing, the less it's consumed. Also, if you give the player base an option to run good gear in multiple places, well, they're going to take that gear to the place where it gives them the most advantage. And that means taking High Roller gear out of High Roller and into normal games. Longtime viewers know that I'm rehashing old ground here. I have already given a TED Talk on this exact subject about why Normals is the best game mode in Dark and Darker. If you'd like to hear that whole discussion, I'll link it here on your screen right now. The real problem that Iron Mace has right now is a business one. It's that they've given away the best version of their product for free, and they make no compelling argument for why anyone should be playing High Roller. So we're going to take a pause here because this is going to be the best fight of today's video. So I've pulled a bunch of PvE down here and closed it in the room behind me, and I've done this deliberately so that I can kind of secure this exit. I think I'm working on the quest here to disable floor spikes, and that's what I've been doing in here in the background in today's footage. But you will hear the sounds of a wizard coming in to clear that PvE that I've stationed at that door. And so we're going to have a really good opportunity to showcase a fight against a wizard. You're going to see this wizard is actually very well skilled. He plays the fight really well. Wizard is just in a really bad state right now, particularly into Cleric. So he blew up the door, so I can't play silly door games with him, but then he's going to attempt to get some bonk stuff off me. His reactive shield procs, but I get the judge off. He's going to door me again. Notice my health. I am sure that I am currently at a health advantage. He's going to hit me a couple times, but that's okay. He has few hit points, no armor, and no sustain. I have medium hit points, amazing sustain. I just need to space this fight out. I'm going to throw an Earthquake. He's going to take a little chip damage from that, but basically I'm telling him he can't run away. I hit him with another Judgment. Like, I can kill him just exclusively using Judgments here, while he slowly gets rid of his spells. I'm going to corner real quick, top off, and continue the fight. No worries. He now has less spells available to him than I do. I'm in a really good spot. He should have been zapping earlier, frankly. He was pretty accurate with them. But, like, he can't turn here. I don't know. This was a critically bad decision he made. He can't turn and bonk me there. I have a huge health advantage. I judged him for the third time. He's down. Game over. All right. Back to our conversation where we're talking about the futility and improper design of High Roller. The only reason to be in a High Roller game right now is to grind for adventure points. So let's talk about the adventure point system. The adventure point system and the leaderboards is essentially Dark and Darker's battle pass system. You, the player, invest enough playtime into this system and you get some useful items for that character at the start of next season. either in the form of gold bags or a few healing items. If you really push deep into that system and invest the corresponding playtime, you'll unlock some limited time cosmetics and skins. Here's the reality though. It's a long, boring grind, which by design rewards you for extracting above all else. Historically, every season this degrades into a PvE-focused grind fest, which is completely decoupled from both skill or renown. If you want to break your addiction to Dark and Darker, the best way to do this is to grind the AP system in an attempt to hit Demigod. Everyone I know who has completed this grind has taken an extended break from the game because the adventure point system at its core saps all of the fun right out of the game. Guys, this is a quick breakdown for the 3 most popular questions I'm getting from new players. I hope you've enjoyed this content, and if you did, please like and consider subscribing. It helps me a ton. If you strongly disagree with anything I've raised here, please comment so, and we'll have an informed discussion in the comment section of this video or on my Discord server, link here. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great day. Good fortune to you in your raids to come. Until next time, Koopa out.